Merry Christmas, everyone! I don't know about anyone else, but this holiday always makes me so happy. I love everything about it. The food, the presents, the knowledge that the anniversary of the Soviet Union's
But it's not Christmas anymore.
Stop. Unrelated, but let's talk about something violent.
Left side, right side, there you think it's time to fight. Pop, 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 parading out of sight. Left side, right side, there you think to come alive. Pop, 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 you are king.
Stick Fight is a fighting game developed by Landfall Games. It came out all the way back in 2017, but it's maintained a consistent player base since. I assume because of its ease of access. By default, you can punch your opponents and put up a shield to block their attacks. There's also a variety of weapons which randomly drop around the stages. These range from more typical stuff like swords and pistols, to more unique weapons like black hole guns and snake launchers. There's a lot of variety here, so no matter your taste, you'll find something that you enjoy. Due to this simplicity, it doesn't take a lot of time to learn how to play, which is a major plus. During the production of this video, I went to my friend Philip's house, and he wanted to show me this Kill la Kill fighting game that he recently bought. It was pretty fun, but before we could get started, I had to sit through this slow-ass tutorial because I had no idea how to do all of the complicated techniques that I was expected to make use of. So the first 15 minutes of playing the game together was just Philip watching me make my way through a step-by-step guide on how to play. It wasn't horrible, but if I could have avoided it, I would have. Stick Fight doesn't have this problem. Its learning curve is so gentle that anybody can jump in and play. There's over 100 stages, which is good because one round in this game typically lasts less than 15 seconds. Most stages are designed to make use of the game's physics system. A lot of the desert stages involve having to balance on crates, and if too many people are in the same space, the whole structure collapses. A defining feature of the winter stages are these destructible walls and platforms, where players can bury their opponents in a pile of rubble. A good rule of thumb is that the more a stage makes use of physics, the better it is. While most stages are perfectly fine, sadly not all of them are winners. A lot of the stages are divided in half, where players are expected to use their weapons to fire across the map. However, if there are 3 players, you'll have a situation where 2 players spawn on one side of the map, and they'll be too busy fighting each other while the remaining player can shoot at them uninterrupted, which is hardly fair. Another bunch of stages I don't care much for are these boss battle arenas that the Halloween theme just loves to throw around. Players are expected to grab this pumpkin thing that spawns in the center of the stage, which gives them flight and much stronger attacks. However, I find that the pumpkin is harder to control compared to the regular stick fighters, and aiming is rather difficult. Fortunately, all stages can be toggled on during a cycle, so if there's one that you don't like, you don't have to play it. One thing that's rather weird to me is the lack of an end screen. In every other fighting game I've played, after enough rounds, there's eventually a point where the game says, "Enough. This person won." But for some reason, this game made the decision to continue looping through every stage after you go through them. The game occasionally interjects with these pause screen things in which everyone can see who's killed the most people, but I've got a few problems with them. First off, they break the pace of the game, since all players have to stop fighting for a bit to watch the text appear, and that's pretty lame. Second, they don't even give the exact order that everyone scored. They only tell you who's in first and last place, which is very annoying if you have 4 players, since you won't know who's in second or third place. I would have preferred that the game end after cycling through all the levels to then reveal the final score. Stick Fight isn't exactly winning awards for its visuals, but that's fine. The minimalist graphics allow me to focus on the action without getting distracted by other stuff, and they pair quite nicely with the soundtrack. I didn't like a lot of the songs at first, but the more that I played the game, the more they kinda grew on me. They have this techno-funk vibe to them that I really dig, perfectly capturing the game's absurdity while pushing me to do my best. If you want even more out of the game, there's a level editor for you to make your own stages. This isn't the type of thing I'd typically mess around with. In fact, I never tried it until this review, but I found it easy enough to use. Overall, despite its problems, Stick Fight is a remarkably enjoyable game. If you're looking for something fun to play with friends this holiday, this is a worthy purchase. Now, if you're not fully convinced and want to see some more of this game, I actually have another video for you to watch. I'm part of these group channels called HC and MTC, the latter of which dabbles in Let's Play content. We just posted a one-off video there where I play Stick Fight with some of the other members, and it's pretty funny, at least in my opinion. So go check out her stuff, especially if you want to see more videos with me in them. With all that said, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you watched any of my videos this year, thanks.